What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Today we are back on this beautiful Saturday. We're back with our 8th episode, our 8th podcast. And this one that we're doing, excuse me, let me bring it back. Let me digress. We are the Well-Beings podcast. All things that we do are in well spirit, and we are trying to be well and do better and grow better. And we're trying to make everybody who listens, who wants to be a part of that, open to be a part of that through conversation and through performing pieces. So this is our 8th podcast. This is our 8th episode. And as you can see from our backgrounds, we are discussing part 2 to part 1's inner world for spirituality. This part is the outer world. So how we spiritually grow, we discussed in our spoken podcast. We spoke about how spirituality, how we grow and how we are able to continue to stay positive and continue to shift our minds and our perspective so that we are able to continuously grow in spirit, and how we use the outside world and how that's reflected in our outside world. So today, part 2 of that is our performance pieces. You know, whether we wrote poetry, whether we wrote a short story, whether it's spoken word, whether we rapping, whether we freestyling. Today we are giving you our creative pieces on spirituality and how it relates to the outer world. And today we have I-AM-I, we have Sister Caroline, aka Supernatural C, and we have Adriana, and of course we have myself, Big Mouth Tone. And here we go. All right, let's start it off.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. So we're going to have some poetry by I Am Adriana T.
Peace, love, and light, everybody. So on part 1 of our spirituality discussion / performances, I went into the inner world, which is my world when it comes to what it looks like to be with spirit, to be in communion with spirit, to talk with spirit, to vibe with spirit. This go around, I am presenting how I have conversations with other people, how I would help other people find their own way to their own version of a relationship with the Most High. So this is Look at God part 2.
Excuse me, Adriana T. Can you help me to believe the Most High resides within every living thing? People say you need a doctrine in order to see. But what if that idea doesn't really fit for me?
Of course, I'll do my best, but I must confess, my answer will challenge your thought process. Pay attention to the visions this rhyme projects and know I'm learning as I go. So please honor my request. Do your own research before you take your next steps. This journey is for you to find your personal best, which means you have to go on a personal quest to find your own answers and your own success. As I witness the breeze through the leaves on a tree, I realize there's a lesson on its branches to seek. When leaves fly away at the changing of the seasons, you learn that letting go has its place and its reasons. The tree and the leaves rely on each other. Equal exchange of nourishment from seed to wonder. Natural of the world as the earth warms up, to relics of the cold as leaves become dust. As I notice the glide that the air provides, I witness its shepherd birds as they fly. With patience and the calm of a spring sunrise, or urgent preparation as daylight saves time. Some seek southern warmth while others stick around, embracing northern chill as they hunker down, both facing new challenges, adapting to strife. A lesson unfolds about changes in life. Staying or going, neither are complacent, staring down alterations to welcome transformation. As I dwelled in my trance, I discovered romance. That same gust of wind made the forest dance. I gazed, still amazed as the foliage swayed, in tandem with chirking from chicks at play. Multicolored butterflies bring mystic surprise while bees gently buzz by zipping dragonflies. To the right by my foot, a praying mantis joined my side and looked me in the eyes, another spiritual guide, to take heed of meditation of every kind as clouds painted footprints across the sky. Educating that stillness lends itself to magic that most tend to miss while distracted by habits, consumed by devices, absorbed by things, yet searching for purpose and what life means. Overlooking the solace you claim to seek, not hearing when spirit takes time to speak. The inner world and truth isn't hard to find once you silence the noise engrossing your mind. Step into fears you hide behind, reduce them by facing the candor inside, reuse them to uncover your true design and recycle the boxes that keep you confined. As wisdom gained to extend and expand, a living presentation of God's working hands, to heal thyself, thy brother, thy sister, thy gender nonconforming. I think you get the picture. As you do the work within and allow your sun to shine, you'll recover your peace and discover the divine. Meet the Most High, encounter the Creator, obtain the missing answers by adjusting your behavior. Trusting intuition, following your heart, even when your comfort zone is falling apart, even when it means you have to stand alone in public, lose friends, become a stranger at home. Someone has to be weird. Someone has to be first. Someone has to be willing to desire difference. Someone has to be willing to desire transcendence. Someone has to get tired of the way they're living, be the example of change, and decide to live it. That's the part people miss. You can't avoid the hurt. Both pain and pleasure are how this journey works. Conditioning says it's not the safe thing to do. Rejecting the crowd and joining the few, but that's how it steals your power from you by making you follow what others do. As I notice why others choose to revert, I clearly see why someone has to be first. Do you? Remember what I said. Don't rely on me. Take the time to learn how to truly be free. Locate your answers, and the closer you'll be to finding spirit in yourself and everything you see. Look at God.
No, look at you.
Oh, yay! Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I need to
Look
drop
at
both
you.
mics. Get out of here.
Jam-packed yet again.
Thank you.
I'll kick it
This
off
one was
because let
fun.
me
This
tell
one
you,
was fun.
when I tell you to take what we were speaking about and sum it up in the most elegant isn't even the right word for it. It's just art. Like, because that is spirituality, right? But that's the journey of spirituality, even falling into the distractions, right? And still working on you and still battling those things. Like, man, you wrote the poem that I was thinking in my head. Like, I was trying to write what you just spoke. And that's how I'm just gonna leave that. So, man, snap, mic drop. Period.
Divine alignment.
Oh yeah. I look forward to hearing what you're gonna do when it comes to getting on that track that you was talking about, because those is bars. So I really do have a reverence for that, because you know how I do when I get on the mic and do what I do. But yeah.
Absolutely. I'm waiting on a beat from you too. Don't feel like you're exempt, Mr. Producer. I'm here, bruh.
Okay. All right. Got you. Copy that.
Yeah, I love the trees. I got trees in mine as well. Yet again, we're aligned. I'm listening to you refer to the trees and I'm like, weird again. And the fact that you said you're weird and someone has to be first, and all of those gems that you got in there that I relate to, and that voice you did at the start, Adriana, smashed it. I was like, is she using something for that, or is she just going like this? But it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I switched my voice.
That's all I knew. Nothing new though. That's all I knew.
I actually thought that was good too. That was creative and different too.
Yeah, I'm like, let me do it. I thought about it this morning. I was like, should I switch my voice to do my little elbow? Yeah, why not? Let's try it.
Yeah, it was.
But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and thank you. As always, divine alignment for sure. Always synchronistic, clearly.
Yeah. You still like you still have your core you in you from the beginning, but you can definitely hear the evolution of you too, like in the way that you flow. Your words and your artistry is still it's still immaculate. Your wordplay is still divine, but like now you flow it more fluently, like, you know what I'm saying? It's more yours, like it's more, you know, like, and I think that contributes to it hitting home with every bar that you spit. So that was really good. That was a really good one, for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? When I saw you posted something from 2019, I think it was a piece. And it made me think about you saying, you've said a few times recently that you've got to look back to go forward and revisit the past yous. And I saw a different side of you in that piece, actually. And I thought, bring that back in as well. Because I like that side of you that I saw in that piece. And I don't think we've seen that on here yet. And the same with the Bob Marley one that you did. That was fire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And that's honestly what I got from that too, from 2019. Full disclosure, that was back when I indulged in marijuana a lot. And that was also a freestyle. So I was under and I was over. I don't do as much freestyle these days. Y'all know I love to write, but I'm definitely gonna dibble and dabble, you know, in all of my different mediums. I noticed certain things that I kind of shied away from that I just want to embrace. I just want to embrace all parts of me. So thank you for that confirmation.
Yeah,
and keep them skills sharp too. Those blessings, you got to keep them polished. Well, thank you for that one, Adriana. But as we move forward right now, we are about to move forward into the only male in the group right now, in the core group that we have right now. I-AM-I, aka Emmanuel, has been a solid figure. You know, he's been solid in so many ways, even in just keeping everybody else coming back with his consistency. He's appreciated in so many different fronts, and just even his temperament and his smooth coolness, you know, like he's just always a good energy, you know. I-AM-I is the author of Roots, Rhymes, and Reflections, which is out now. You can go get it on Amazon. You can check that out. He's also a reggae rap fusion artist with his brother. They produce, write, perform reggae. They're out in New Jersey, but you can catch him wherever you can catch him. Check his page, I-AM-I _vibes. Check him out. You can catch his promo or whatever, but that's his group. Him and his brother, they out here making positive music. He's out here, he's got his book of poetry, and he's out here just being a positive force. He has a son, and he's being a good role model. Today, he's performing his piece, What You See. So let's give him a warm welcome. I-AM-I. Hold it down.
Hey, Tone, you introduced me like I was a guest speaker. So I just want to make 2 corrections. The name of the book on Amazon is Roots, Rhythms, and Reflections. And I ain't got no problem with Jersey, but we from Staten Island. So just 2 corrections I wanted to make so people don't think like, oh, he repping Jersey? Nah, we from SI. So I'm gonna get right into what you see. Man, why you always gotta get so esoteric? I promise you it ain't that deep. You only know what you see. And what you see is what you get. What you see is what you project. What you see is only a speck. What you expect. Now that's a whole nother conversation. Let's stick to the optics and how the eyes are viewing. An optical illusion is obviously confusing. How the body is moving to the music that you can't see, but you feel it though. Twinkle toes, two-step into the flow. I see you in the corner, trying not to be seen. Looking like a God's dream. Flawless victory, a grand symphony. Now, I don't mean to cipher divine or OD to put it simply. A vision sent to me from inner memories. I wonder what you see. And that's what you see.
No, that's not it. No, that's it, bro.
No way we coming like this. There's no way we coming like this right now.
That was so cool. Is that from a song or is that a piece?
Well, I might turn it into a song. It was written specifically for part 2, The Outer World. Because it's like what we see, right? Before I was talking about the inner with the first part. So maybe I'll combine them. Who knows?
Love that. That was fire, bro. That was fire.
If they definitely
much.
Cynthonia, come on, Cynthonia. We know you got. You nearly fell off your chair at one point, so.
No, because when I'm talking about bars, I ain't gonna lie. Like everybody got their talents here. I'm not gonna hold you, but sometimes y'all be making me feel like a little person. Like. The way that you guys are able to put words, to play with the words is just crazy. I don't know. That was I don't know. I want to be honest. I love your poetry. I love what your spoken words. Not to say that I don't like I love when you're on stage. I love when you rap. I love your. But there's something about that right there. Dang, that my heart is pounding mad fast. That's different. Where'd you go, I-AM-I? I don't see you.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, man. That was I gotta get my thoughts together. That was so good. My heart is really pounding. That was so good.
So
yeah, I'm gonna listen to this one. This probably gonna be the first one I'm gonna listen back to. I'm gonna listen to this one back for sure.
I like the lyric about, what is it? Are you saying it was really visual? I could see it like happening in real time. I see you in the corner. Give me that line, please. Emmanuel. Say that again.
You in the corner trying not to be seen, looking like a God's dream.
Yeah. I just had a vision, but as you were saying it, I could see like this beautiful being in a club and you kind of looking over at them in the club. That was what I saw in my mind. Like a club scene and them kind of chilling and you looking and marveling at this beauty. But it's also about yourself as well, isn't it? Because, you know, being yourself.
Well, that's what I like about writing, right? Because a lot of times, especially when we're given a theme to write about, whether there's a prompt or something, it's specific, but then it can take on a world of its own. So that's where this went. Like, what you got from it was what I intended as well. With like being in a spot and peeping somebody and like, okay, I see you.
I bet imagine Emmanuel chatting you up in the club. You got lyrics in it. I bet these women don't even know what's coming. You come over.
Is there no chance?
You with the
when the music with me, I do all right. When the muse is with me.
I'm sure you do. You got the energy and you got the lyrics. That's a fire combination. I like your top as well. And I was going to say to Cynthonia, that's what you need to just acknowledge, is that you've got everything that we've got. You're just not seeing. There's no way the way you write, whether it's poetic or a story, that you could see yourself as less than anyone in here, because that don't make no sense.
definitely
Did
wanted
you
to
just hear
double
what?
down
Did
on
you
that
just
one.
hear what was just now spoken? The bars that like, and if this is
But that's because like I gotta jump in and jump on you, bro, because you constantly pour into us about being our individual selves and whatnot. It's the same thing for you. The way that I paints his pictures, the way I paint mine, the way Caroline paints hers, the way you paint yours are different, but they're synchronistic, right? And I think for me, I don't want to speak for you, bro, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we operate and live in the space of hip hop in a different way. So that's how we write. Like our poetry is methodical because of that. But the way you write is super. It's like a screen. It's like a screenplay. So when you write, you give us movies in our mind. You know what I mean? Like I'd still live with that piece about the trees. Like that was different. You know what I mean? Like I love all of your stuff, but it's just certain times, I want you to really pay attention to how you do your thing and embody that. That's the only thing that you may want to continue to grow in. Like the same way I need to grow into my freestyle and whatnot and stop shying away from, my younger, more free self. Let's just say that. It's the same way you might want to deep dive into the fact that you are a visionary. Whether you know it or not, you are an artist, whether you know it or not. And the way you write is just as dope as we do. And imagine what it's going to sound like, what it's going to feel like when we all collab. I'll leave it there.
Amen.
Just saying.
I on the beat as well. We need that fire beat. And then just drop some serious lyrics. Yeah, it's going off.
Yeah. Talking about Tone. Tone came out here to Staten Island, right? And she told me, she said, I got work in the morning, so I'm going to stay for the first half of your performance, but then I got to go. She ended up staying the whole night. It's one of those people, when she shows up, she shows up. She was there. She took footage. We got to build a little. And we had a good chat. It was good energy all around. Tona's just one of those people that she comes across, to me at least, as consistent. Like what you see here is what you see when you meet up with her in the physical as well. And she always brings that heat, the storytelling, the griot. And now she's going to be doing something called The Outside Doesn't Matter, dealing with the outer world. So Tone, we're ready for you.
All right, here we go. So it's a little short poem. My intentions was just to, as we was discussing, I just wrapped up my take on the questions that were asked. I just put it into a poem. So this is me. They call me many names: Black, woman, lesbian, proud, as if you could measure character with a title or a name. Like the name you call me will shrink the light I carry within me. I've learned labels don't define me, they refine me. They test my truth. Every day I ask myself, will you bend a little? How can I grow? Annoyed when I tell myself no, but still, watch me. Even though there's peace and stillness, sometimes growth needs heat to stay alive, meaning some friends may not survive. It's necessary to turn from old sights to see new visions, but that comes from how your spirit speaks to you. This outer world, with all the bills, all the noise, all its pressures to conform and perform, it never stops the spirit from whispering. That's why I shift my mindset daily. It's like cleaning space so the divine can sit next to my ribcage without bumping into doubt. So when I'm thinking about wealth and abundance, I remember it comes in more forms than one. Sometimes it's food in a refrigerator, a call from someone who's actually thinking about you. Or it could be the strength to start again when you have no gas in the tank. That's wealth too. See, the way my spirit loves now, it's patient. It's protective. It doesn't chase, but it doesn't hide. It shows up. And that's how I know that the outside world can try it, but it only matters how I apply it. And that's how I keep growing.
I want you to refer to what I said to you right before you were born, bro. That was so good.
Yeah.
Talking about bars. Are you kidding?
I appreciate it. I feel mine, but I be feeling y'all. Like I be feeling y'all, you know?
I be feeling yours. Did you hear what you just said about the spirit, about how it loves, about how you present in the world, about how real life happens, but at the same time we grow and evolve through it if we embrace it? You said those things.
And I like the way that it is straight delivery.
Yes.
You know, it's very what your style has is that broad appeal. That's what I think. I think a 10-year-old could listen to it and an 8-year-old could listen to it. It's very easy to understand. Do you get what I mean? And that in itself is a gift as well. I enjoy the complexity of, like, I think you and Adriana in that regard are probably at the opposite end of the spectrum, because with Adriana a lot of the time I have to listen to it again. I don't always get it all straight away, and that's not a criticism. Obviously it's packed full of all this stuff, you know what I mean? It's like I need to listen.
Hip-hop is metaphor. You're absolutely correct. Hip-hop is metaphor.
But yours is equally packed, Cynthonia, but your delivery is in a more like I say, just the way that I think is easier to hear straight off the bat. So, and that's the beauty of the group, innit? I think I-Manuel is another one where it can. I think actually I-Manuel, I see you do both. Really, sometimes I don't get it and I have to listen back, and other times it's like the one you just did for me. That was very easy to get straight away.
Yeah,
and I think that's
like that sometimes.
Yeah, and you do need that. You need the nuances, you know? You need the complexity. When I used to go studio and make music, one of the producers was big on that, was like, don't dumb it down. Don't assume people don't understand, but also don't overcomplicate it, you know? So yeah, I really do love your style, Cynthonia.
You know, about that piece for me, it was when you spoke about wealth, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, yeah. When you feel like you don't got nothing left, then you dig deeper, and you still, there's some more gold down here. I'm gonna keep going. I really love that part. That's what hit home with me, because when I'm at work and I'm like, man, it's almost over. And
me too.
Or in the gym, and I'm like, it's a few more seconds. Get these.
You made it this far. We've come this far.
Yeah.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys. I'm telling you, I'm telling you so many good things in any environment where, you know, the individuals can come together and be on the same accord, where we want positive, we want growth, we want elevation. Because, you know, like at the time when there's a person who feels, you know, not so strong or in an area, there's always, you guys have always been that, like, yo, pick you up, but yo, what are you doing? Like, yo, come on, man, chill out, man. You be bugging right now. Stop thinking and talking like that. And I like that we are like that for each other. It's just that motivation, that push, and that drive. And hopefully, as more and more people get to tune in and get to listen and get the vibes of like our elevated discussions and performances, hopefully they get that, and they able to produce that in their circles. But as we move on to our final performance, Sister Caroline, I call her Sister Caroline because she's like a big sister to me, for real. Even though she's all the way overseas, and I don't know, I don't want to say London or the UK. See, I already said I-AM-I was someplace he wasn't, so I'm gonna say she's all the way.
You're doing it again.
You see what I'm saying? I'm good for that.
I'm not in London. But go on.
Yeah, she's not in London, but she'll tell you where she's from. But Sister Caroline, she's a staple also in this group. She's actually the founder of this group and has fought and been through and went through so much that to keep us still here today and still up and running. And so many times that, it could have went a different way. But Toodles, thank you for tying up your bootstrap, and thank you for being consistent, staying with us, and giving us this space to let us grow with you. And look where we at now, all one accord. But Sister Caroline, she's also an author of the book Because, not just because, but to be the cause. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. It's on Amazon. The images is beautiful, are beautiful. Excuse me, my grammar, my English. The images are beautiful. The book is $25, but it's worth it. The poetry that you get is exquisite. It's not second rate. Every line is carefully crafted. She takes pride in everything that she does. Everything to the point she's like OCD, so go to Amazon and look up that one. It's called Because by Supernatural C. She's also the author of the story Aurelia, which is an account of a spiritual awakening. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. And it's called Aurelia. You can check that out on YouTube. That's also dope. The graphics on that are amazing. She's just doing her thing out here. So today she's coming to you and she has 2 poems. The first, I don't know which one in which order she's doing, but one is called Black Black and the other one is called She. So please welcome Miss C. You like the way I did that? All right.
So I want to say that this it only kept going because of you guys. So you can't have a group by yourself. So as much as I've kept it going on one level, you've kept it going, and I'm truly grateful for that. Cynthonia is like my confidant. So on the emotional level, to keep going, Cynthonia has absolutely been the person that I go to when I'm like, is this really happening? Is what I see, and I get that affirmation and that guidance. And I-Manuel, I think I have to be very clear that you, as I've said before, you are the masculine, and you move masculine in the most beautiful way. I've watched you from the start, just coming in as that support and that guidance in the masculine energy that women need. And I think now I know that you're INFJ. I see that sensitivity and that empath, because I've seen you quite a few times over this last 12 months intuit things and respond intuitively, and you do it in a real gentle, quiet way, which is really beautiful. So I truly appreciate that. And Adriana is just coming through like fire with these videos right now. Adriana's she's cutting up these videos like boom, 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 boom. And again, it's the gentle, I love your gentle nature. You're such a gentle, beautiful, soft, sweet soul with so much intelligence and so much courage, actually. Because my favourite thing about you, Adriana, is that you talk about difficult things that a lot of people go through but aren't courageous enough to talk about, including myself. So I always see myself in your pieces, but I often also think I won't be saying that because I ain't got the courage. So I love it. Thank you for speaking for the unheard. So I'm addressing the 2 big labels today that Cynthonia mentioned it at the start of hers about being a woman and being lesbian and those labels. So black is about being black, and she is about being a woman. So these are the two probably biggest labels, other than mother, that I deal with on a daily basis. So black. They ask, is she black? They mean, is she a coconut? Outside brown, inside white, no kind of culture, blank and void. A bounty, Oreo, sellout. Yes, massa, no massa. House slave, no mout. Does as I'm told, assimilates to those traumatic codes burned into my blood. They ask, what's she mixed with? Call me racial slurs, derogative. Ask if I eat pork, what I put in my hair. Well, I speak like this about the clothes I wear. I simply blink. My instinct to attack quietened by my mother's tact, understanding that their idea of black doesn't align with mine or how I act. Born to a bloodline of quiet warriors, steeped in the deep mind of power and knowledge, knowing myself in a sea of discord, standing firm no matter what the cause, taking the pain of ignorance, accepting other in love and distance. For black is not that, speaking or dressing, a costume, a mask. Black is my heart, my soul, my song. These thick thighs that hold me up, don't allow to bend or break, can kick you down succinctly with grace. A big mouth full of real clout, no chasing round here. DNA codes that overflow, a knowing that they may never hold. The simple-minded who reject knowledge, that revel in a level I refuse to go. Looking down when looking up, calling out when their mouths are shut. Black, what's that? A minstrel, a jester, a bobcat? Black, what's that? A mighty sword of light that cuts through the crap. Simple-minded clarity, rise beyond the program, look beneath insanity, reclaim your I am. Yeah, I say I'm black. In every facet, that is that. So black, I blend in darkness. My soul lives where you find quiet. So black that you can't see me. True royalty, true majesty, true freedom, true queen. Empress, not out to impress. Walk in the path of righteousness. Black, true and true. I'm black. Are you? That's black.
That's probably my favorite piece I've ever heard from you, period. That was absolutely insane. That was so good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you.
John put up a post about the negative, well, what we attach to black, from black magic or
those connotations.
Yeah, right. And I like how you flipped that on his head and showed like with black. I'm so black that I blend in. Like, yeah, black and wear it as a badge of honor.
Thank you.
But what there was two lines. I got the calling out when our mouths are shut. That one, but there was that line and the line right before then. What was that? Those like
looking down and looking up.
Say that again.
Looking down when looking up.
When looking up.
Calling out when their mouths are shut.
Dang. Do you feel how trapped that is? Do you feel a world how trapped that I just felt like, I don't know, I felt so deep on that one. Like, I didn't get the first, like I heard it, but I didn't catch the words. But calling out when mouths are shut, even looking down while looking up, is just like, it just feels like a lost hope. But even the strength to even still go on and still to love being somebody who can feel that way, somebody who could feel that trapped and still love being that Black is like, I don't know. Yeah, you did your thing too. Come on now. Everybody, you know.
And that line is about, sorry, go on, Adriana.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you know how much I love it after. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that line is about, because it's come up a lot lately, just with my daughters as well, in conversations that we've had, that people that are really insecure are the most judgmental. And I've been there myself. So they look down on others, but really they're looking up at you. What they're really trying to say is, I want your freedom. I had the conversation with my mom the other day, and obviously she's an elder, and we were talking about certain things. But whenever you're heavily judged, it's usually because you're doing something that deep down they want to do it, but they haven't got the courage to do it. So yeah, that's. I just wanted to say that.
The entire monologue, the way you painted the different pictures of Black, especially impressed, not to impress, that like hip hop, first of all, hip hop. Second of all, I appreciate what you did, because I think that's what those negative connotations are where people get lost. Obviously, we know, that colors, just like time and plenty of other aspects of life, are just a construct. In reality, we are all one. And that's another point we've made very clear here, right? But the larger point that you pushed to the forefront, especially for us, and we need it the most, us meaning the Black community, is that we should be proud of that. We shouldn't, judge somebody for a different skin tone. And I absolutely love the way you painted that picture. That's why it's my favorite. It was just, it hit me in a different place. It gave me feels. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And I want to add on the end of it, just so that I get all my thoughts out around it. I love what you said. I appreciate that, Adriana. I just feel it's time that we release all of these shackles, release the mental slavery, as Bob Marley said, because I see it from my children that they get to see all nuances of Black, because we've got the internet and we've got social media. But when I was growing up, it was local, in it. You see what's around you, unless you get to travel. And for me, cause I'm only saying this because I had the conversation with Ome, because I read it to her. The Blackest thing you can do, or the most African or the most indigenous thing you can do, is be free. Is be free. Look how you want to look, dress how you want to dress, speak how you want to speak, walk how you want to walk. Be free. That is the Blackest thing ever. We're the original people. We made this thing. Why are we going to bind ourselves? So that's that. So now I'll move on to the second piece, which is about being a woman. Because it came up, the gender thing, and Cynthonia talks about this often. And I think it's a beautiful subject to talk about, because it's so nuanced. So this is she. She is everywhere and nowhere, something and nothing, everything and somewhere, a whisper, a knowing. She is the gentle breeze on a summer wind, the fire that burns, engulfing, free. She is we, intuition, see, sight beyond sight, with the roots of a tree. A mighty roar, lioness claws, soft hands to caress, rest your head on these breasts. She is all that will ever be, mitochondria, read, a library of history in her blood, her genes. She is your mother, your sister, your niece. She is the binder, the glue, and the yeast. She grows all things, turns small to mighty, raises hatchlings, in her nest, into be. Being, become, because, be strong. There is no other love like she. The one, the ting, the best, the we, she.
You did
Can't hear all the but
the hand comparison, the strong hard hand, but still like when you want to touch it, it's soft. You know, like you have to know that I like this one. I think that this one was the perfect representation of feminine, like female, feminine, masculine, because there's a difference, right? And I kind of in this she, I saw feminine and masculine in this she. I seen strength and I seen vulnerability. I seen softness and I seen hardness and strength. Like I like this she. I like this one. I can't tell you what your intentions was, but that's what I wanted to take from it. So that's what my perception, that's what I took. I like it.
Thank you, sis.
It also paints a picture of how much you've grown in your confidence. Not to say that you weren't before, but there's a different level of confidence when you're more transparent, you're more brave. And I think that that's something that is thoroughly illustrated in this piece. My favorite line, you went very hip-hop with these two. Okay, to use yeast as a growing metaphor, I'm like, ooh, that's clever. I wish I thought of that. But in general, just a beautiful way to express your confidence and also bring out the confidence in others if they need it, including myself, which you've always done and continue to do. Much peace. I appreciate that. Great.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think you saw I just put up some fire reactions because for me, the part about we, right? And not just that, it was being the glue. It was also how she's mother, she's sister, she's niece, and all of these things made me think about man. But the reason I brought up we first is because that's how we come into being, is through a mother. The father does play a part, a very huge part, right? But the mother plays one of the most important parts in order for us to come into physical form. So that's what I'm seeing as you're saying what you're saying. I'm like, oh wow. And I'm gonna have to rewind and find there's more to find because that's just off of the first listen. So thank you for sharing that with us.
You're most welcome. And Adriana, you know, I am hip hop, you know that, right? You know, that's been the dominant music I've listened to my whole life.
Yes,
so I'm hip hop too, you know.
Hey now. I know we all are, but the way you write, truthfully, is more like, I would say the reason why we're a lot yin and yang, like we assimilate so well, is because your writing has its own quirkiness, for lack of better words. So you don't always lean into that. You are, like you said about tone, you paint pictures very clearly. It doesn't take a lot of metaphor. But when you throw those little metaphors in there, I have to call them out, especially something as clever as yeast. Nobody does that. You know what I mean? No one does that, because you would, like, from any other person, you would think it's corny. But the way you used it made it so brilliant. I thought it was super creative. So I'm going to call it out every single time. But yes, I acknowledge and know in your heart of hearts you are hip hop. That's why we are kindred spirits, of course.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I wanna add, we're definitely kindred spirits. This group is divine, and that's what I love about it, is that I just know you know you're in the right place. And the women that have come, so I'm gonna say explicitly that your mom and your sister, Emmanuel, have added to my perception of woman, because I think they're really beautiful, strong energies, and you can see the impact of them on you. So for me, like, I wouldn't be a man if you paid me. I love being woman. And I love meeting, like I said to Cynthonia, I think the other day as well, that Adriana and Cynthonia have in some ways healed some parts of me in terms of sisterhood, because there's we know as women there's the other side of it. I think it was to you, Adriana, I said it actually, didn't I? There's the other side of it where it can be competitive, jealous, bad mind, spiteful. You know, there's another extreme where women can be extremely wicked to one another. But when you get the beautiful side of it, the positive and the loving, and you add intelligence and spirituality, like, it's so uplifting, and it's such a warm, soft space to land, you know? And that's the energy that I get from Cynthonia, Adriana. That's what I've been able to also get from your mom and sister, I-AM-I. And that's the energy I have in my life, you know?
Hey.
Yeah, it's real.
You know what? Even my niece got to make a cameo. She sat on my lap with the last pods. But yeah, they all play a huge part in in me becoming who I am continually. And on the other side, I wouldn't trade being a man for a woman either. Y'all have a task that is, not for the weak, not for the faint of heart. And not just the childbearing task. I'm talking about what y'all walk through this world with, just being a woman, right? So for me, being a man is also something that I walk around with. Geez, I gotta protect, provide, all of these things that we talked about the labels last time. And on the other side, y'all nurturing, right? It's that what Adriana talked about, the yin yang. You don't have one without the other. Balancing that is something that I think that we're aiming towards with what we put out there content wise, is that balance, and why the Well-Beings podcast is so important.
Can I piggyback off to that? Because I feel like that's the backbone of the journey. Most of the time is spiritual growth. It is balancing. It's balancing the yin and yang. It's not running from one or being bored with the other. It's not ignoring one and being afraid of the other. It's kind of learning how to balance both, because they're both needed. Both the yin and the yang are both needed. So I think like that is actually the journey. And I think that the fact that we all know that, and I think that's a high level. I think once you get to a certain level spiritually, you're forced to understand that and deal with that and know that and fight for those things. So I think like that's why, like we're high level thinkers, high level movers, high level beings, because we understand that, and we are consistently trying to practice balance in that. So that's all. Let me piggyback and say that.
To jump on that point, like, we're also redefining these labels and conditions that people put us under, like with Caroline reference with the cattiness with females. That's not taught, that's conditioned. You know, that's why it's seen and so popularized, is because it's constantly pushed and promoted. The same thing with men having to fit into one box and being seen as feminine because they have a heart and they show emotion, which is actually healthy, and it's unhinged to not show that. You know what I mean? We're doing a good job of showing people that those specific labels and that specific conditioning isn't true, and what it looks like to be in balance and in flow with both, and also still be evolving and learning. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Flow. Yeah.
And I want to just put on the end of that just about vulnerability, and it takes courage. And for me, I wouldn't have had the courage to do this by myself. But in this space with you guys, it helps me to have the courage to be vulnerable. And there's a lot of pods out there at the moment that I watch, because I do feel the wind changing, where you get to see people are starting to be more honest and more vulnerable. And when I see it in other people, I personally always respect it. So again, that helps to boost me to be honest and vulnerable. But it's kind of pointless sitting around speaking if it's just bravado and it's surface level. You know, you've got to have the courage to be vulnerable and tell the truth and go deep and show your ugly side sometimes, you know what I mean? Because that's the true experience. It's the contrast, it's the yin and the yang, as you say.
Yeah. I want to share something that was shared with me this morning. One of the first things I saw when I looked into WhatsApp. Somebody shared with me, and I thought it would be nice to just place here on the pod. It says, let your first thought today be love. Love for yourself, love for others, and love for the beautiful gift of life. Start your day with a heart full of gratitude and let kindness guide every step you take. So I just wanted to share those words with y'all and for the viewing audience so they can get something to close out the year with. You know what? We all are loved.
Well, it worked on you because you came on today like sunshine. Your vibe, I felt it, man. I felt it through the ether.
Yeah.
So I guess with that, you know, we wrap up another episode number 8, spirituality on the outer world. And I don't know, I'm like, you know, how you want to close it? We closed it up with that poem. We should have just left it at that. Actually, you could just edit this out and use that line, close it out with that line.
You know what? We got to remind the people that are viewing on the YouTubes that we want y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you're hitting that notification bell so that way when we do put more things out there, you're notified, because we do have content very consistently thanks to all of the members of the Well-Beings Podcast. And going into 2026, y'all are going to see some shifts. Y'all going to see some big things going on.
That's right. Big things are going on.